Today, I'm gonna find out if the original Borderlands still holds up after nearly 15 years, and whether I still enjoy it as much as I did the first time I played this wonderful game. For this test, I'll complete everything the base game has to offer by earning all 51 trophies and getting the Platinum Trophy, which shouldn't take too long because Borderlands 1 isn't a massive game like Red Dead Redemption 2 and has a fairly bare-bones story. However, I'll have to do a bunch of side quests, some time-gated challenges, a few co-op missions, and grind my way to level 50 for the Ding Champion Trophy. Alright, I know what you're saying, enough talking, start shooting. So let's hop into the battle bus with our fellow treasure hunters and go searching for the One Piece, I mean vault. Meet Mordecai, Roland, Brick, and Lilith, a charming cast of murderous vagabonds with mysterious pasts who prefer to let their guns do the talking. I'm going to choose Lilith because she has the most versatile skill tree of the four and can use Phase Walk, a special ability that lets her vanish and move really fast. I'm dropped off at this town in the middle of nowhere called Fyrestone, where I meet everyone's favorite robot, Claptrap. He's like a VCR on wheels that's purposefully designed to give you a brain aneurysm. Remember the Psycho from the cover? Yeah, he spent 5 minutes with a Claptrap and now he just wants to blow his brains out. Claptrap gives us an echo device, which is kind of like the Pip-Boy from Fallout. Then I follow him to the new U station, which creates a record of your genetic data and memories so you can be reborn every time you die a horrible death. At this point, I take a slight detour and go for some of that sweet loot hidden inside the nearby buildings. Borderlands is a looter shooter, and when you aren't shooting stuff, you should always keep an eye open for loot. There's a big red crate on top of this building with some weapons in it. Finding this same crate in Borderlands 2 rewards you with a trophy, and I'll show you that in another video. After I'm done looting, I head back to Claptrap, who's gonna open the gate to Fyrestone. But just as he's about to do so, we can hear the distant rumbling of engines gradually getting closer. Claptrap skitters away into his little hidey hole. He's probably pissing himself right now. And then, a group of raiders in post-apocalyptic Mario Karts jump right over my head and into the town, blowing up a bunch of stuff in their mindless rampage. Guess it's time to save what's left of this dump. I get reacquainted with Borderlands' satisfying gunplay, which feels so weighty and dynamic. Every gun has a unique signature to it, and seeing those damage numbers on your screen is like a real-time feedback loop for every action you take. After opening another red crate and grabbing some more guns, I move on to the next section of the combat tutorial. This red scope repeater is pretty neat as it lets me line up perfect headshots on these bandits. After clearing out the trash, I encourage my scared little robot friend to move ahead. Some more bad guys show up just in time to help me level up. Right now, we're focused on getting through the tutorial and unlocking level 5 because that's when the fun begins. Level 5 is when you get your action skill, which is Phase Walk if you're playing as Lilith. Once the town is cleared, Claptrap introduces us to Dr. Zed, who is just as messed up as the rest of this planet. He's just randomly hacking off some dude's arm with a giant machete while telling me to go kill the skags right outside of town. Like, I'm pretty sure Zed could take care of those skags by himself if he weren't so lazy. Moments later, the mysterious woman hacks my IP address to send me a message. Oh great, if only I had NordVPN. That's right folks, today's video partner is NordVPN, and I couldn't be more excited to tell you about their exclusive deal. If you sign up right now using my link, nordvpn.com/trophies, you can get an extra 4 months completely free with every purchase of a 2-year plan. But you might be asking, Trophies, why do I need NordVPN? I've been using the internet all this time and nothing bad has ever happened to me. Well, that could change very quickly. Fortunately for you, NordVPN's threat protection is your guardian during every online interaction. Whether you're downloading a file or clicking a link, threat protection diligently scans for malware and malicious websites, ensuring a secure browsing experience. Say goodbye to pesky pop-ups, as threat protection also blocks ads, providing uninterrupted browsing. And its DDoS protection will hide your IP address, ensuring you don't get booted offline during your gaming session. Remember guys, if you sign up using my link, nordvpn.com/trophies, you'll get all these features and more for a discounted price. This link works with standard, plus, and complete plans, and it's totally risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So you've got nothing to lose. Click the link in the description below to secure your internet right now. On our way outside, Claptrap is shot up by some bandits, which means I won't have to listen to him yapping for the next few minutes. I take out the bandits, and the angel tells me to help Claptrap. Fine, I guess. I grab a nearby repair kit and fix the little fella. Yep, his circus should be all good now.
Check me out, I'm dancing! I'm dancing!
Oh god, not this again. Anyway, he opens the gate, and this is where we're gonna get our very first trophy by cosplaying as Mario. Basically, you shoot a skag pup until its health gets really low, then you stomp on its head to finish the job. Once we turn in this quest, the crazy doctor sends us on another mission to find a missing power coupling for his vending machine so we can sell his stuff and take all our money. That's cool, Zed, because I'm just gonna loot all this cash lying around in your shop. After killing a few more skags, we borrow a power coupling from the vending machine outside Fyrestone and bring it back to Zed. Now I could buy my first shield. This is also a nice time to sell some guns and clear out my inventory space. All right, let's turn in the quest and wow, that's another trophy. Paid in Fyrestone for completing 5 missions in the Arid Badlands. Now this is just the tip of the iceberg, because there is another much harder trophy called Made in Fyrestone, for which we must complete all missions in the Arid Badlands. There are 23 main missions and 21 side missions, so that's gonna take a while, but for now, progress is going really well. Okay, for our next mission, we'll need to deal with a few henchmen terrorizing this outpost just outside Fyrestone. They're employed by some jackass called Nine Toes, who's one of the many bandit lords in Borderlands. Apparently, even he isn't sure how he lost his toe and believes that it was stolen by a rival bandit called Bonehead. Don't worry, we'll get Nine Toes and Bonehead soon, but for now, let's earn the trust of Dr. Zed and get that sweet XP. On my way, I come across some skags. These tiny ones pose no challenge to me. A bandit pokes his head out from behind the hill and is quickly dispatched. His buddy isn't any smarter. Inside the outpost, I find the whole gang. Oh look, 3 idiots taking cover right next to an exploding barrel. And would you look at that? I'm now level 4, awesome. I run back to Zed and get stuck in some level geometry. As I'm heading out of the shop, I'm joined by a level 69 player. Shout out to Inmost Castle 78. They were the max level possible and helped me breeze through TK Baja's quest by killing all the skags. On our way back, you can see them pop phase walk. Look how fast you move when it's active. I need to get that skill unlocked right now. All right, now it's time to head into Skag Gully and take care of Mr. Nine Toes. I get a trophy for blowing up the entrance and discovering Skag Gully. My overleveled friend rushes ahead and just blitches through an entire horde of skags, getting me to level 5, and I earn another trophy. Well, that was easy. I just stood around and got a new level and a trophy. Every time you level up, you can decide which ability you want to spend your skill point on. There are 3 different paths: Controller, Elemental, and Assassin. Right now, we're gonna unlock our action skill, Phase Walk. At this point, I'll mostly use the speed boost just to get around more quickly. My partner charges on ahead while I hang back and ransack some dude's grave. As we head into Nine Toes base, the blue lady shows up once more in my head, warning me of the grave danger that lies ahead. This is all quite ominous. I wonder if I'll be able to make it past Nine Toes after all. He sounds pretty mean. And then, the 2 of us finally arrive at his lair. The madman with 9 toes and 3 balls enters laughing maniacally, sending shivers down my spine as I think of the horrors that await me. Wait, did he just do the DX crotch chop? And why are his nipples so pointy? Whatever, I'm sure it's all a ruse to disguise his true strength, and oh, he's dead. I guess it's time to loot all his stuff and head back to Fyrestone. Nine Toes dropped a really neat machine pistol called the Clipper. It has an elemental buff that deals fire damage. This is extremely dangerous against most unarmored or unshielded enemies, and I use it to get the Pyro trophy by burning a bunch of skags. As you can see, the Clipper is absolutely destroying these low-level skags with its burn damage. This is one of the things I love about Borderlands, how it meshes together mechanics like elemental damage with crits and level-based scaling. Games like Far Cry, Destiny, and yes, even Cyberpunk took a lot of inspiration from Borderlands. You have to switch weapons and elemental damage types depending on the enemy in front of you, and prioritize certain targets over others. It's the perfect blend of tactics and FPS action. A short while later, I come across a skag whelp and blast him in the face with my phase walk for an easy trophy. Let's go. I make my way across the rest of Skag Gully, killing skags and the occasional rack. I find Big Boy Scar and take him down to recover TK Baja's prosthetic leg. Right after that, I grab a data recording from a bandit tent to complete another side mission. While exiting Skag Gully, I'm joined by a level 20 Roland. With his help, we can drop Bonehead in a matter of seconds, and I earn the Novice Trophy, which is the game's way of telling me that I've made it past the Little Leagues. From now onward, I'll be dealing with the big boys. Bonehead drops the Bone Shredder SMG, which absolutely rips through most enemies with its raw damage. It also has a really high magazine capacity, which is excellent for drawn out fights against tanky enemies. Next, we visit the local Catch-A-Ride and jump into a weaponized dune buggy with my level 20 buddy in the gunner's seat.
And be sure to hit the boost to know whoever wants to catch a ride with the Scooter Man.
I just love Scooter's accent. It's the most stereotypical hick accent you'll ever hear. Just another example of why this game has so many memorable characters. Dr. Zed sends us on a mission to find a kid called Shep, whose family was murdered by a big baddie named Sledge. Apparently, Sledge skinned Shep's family. Try saying that fast. Sledge skinned Shep's family. I don't know. The vehicular combat in Borderlands is so much fun. It's mostly running over stuff, because the vehicle mounted weapons are comparatively weak. I love how enemies explode into little bits and pieces when you slam into them with your 2-ton armored car. Speaking of which, I finally run over enough skags and bandits to complete the roadkill side quest. As soon as I meet Shep, I earn another trophy for completing 15 missions in co-op. Me and my co-op buddy go on a quest to free up some wind turbines because global warming is a serious issue on Pandora and we really need that green energy. Man, he is just going crazy with that rocket launcher. We beat the crap out of some poor bandits and hit level 11. I'm just trying to do as many of these side missions as possible in the Arid Badlands to build my way towards the maiden Fyrestone trophy. While collecting journal entries for Patricia Tanis, we learn about her gradual descent into madness and obsession with the vault. On the way, we run into a flock of rack and kill 5 of them in under 10 seconds, which rewards me with a trophy. After looking for a guy called Raid Zabin, we land in a place called the Circle of Death. This is an arena where we have to survive 3 rounds of enemies, each tougher than the last. If we make it through a stage, we get a solid chunk of XP. I'm kinda weak right now, but my partner is level 20, so it should be possible. Or at least, that's what I thought. Round 1 wasn't so bad, but in round 2, we were swarmed by some really strong skags. The adult skags are dying, but I'm having trouble with these alphas who shrug off 5 shotgun blasts to the face like it's nothing. The armor on their frontal body is pretty tough. I go down, but manage to revive myself with a second wind. Meanwhile, my partner isn't doing so good either. His shields are out, and he's fighting like 10 skags at the same time. They may be lower level than him, but it's a numbers game, and the skags come out on top. I drop down a second time. Come on, just need one little scab to grab a second wind. And no luck. But it turned out fine in the end, because right after respawning at the new news station, I was able to revive my partner. This gave me the group healer trophy. What a coincidence. Round 3 is when all hell broke loose, with badass skags joining in alongside the elders and alphas. These guys are extremely tough, and they also carry elemental effects. Look how many of the damn things there are. My screen is covered in raspberry jam and claw marks. On my next try, I pull off a clutch second wind and use phase walk to try to revive my partner, but it's too late. Finally, I've had enough of this crap and show up with a rocket launcher. All right, it's now or never. Time for the final round. Look at that level up, just in time for me to tank 3 swipes and lose all the HP I gained from leveling up. Nice! I go down, but my partner saves me in the last second. He goes down in exchange, and I try to revive him, but the skags just won't stop clawing at us, so I get downed again. Fortunately, my friend is able to snipe one of the low HP skags and gain a second wind. Come on, there's just one more of them left. Take him out! Yes! He did it! We finally made it out of this shithole. Okay, with that out of the way, it's time to earn some more trophies. First up is Master Exploder. Remember when we got the Pyro trophy for barbecuing 25 enemies with a Clipper machine pistol? Well, you also get trophies for killing 25 enemies with corrosive, shock, and explosive weapons. The Master Exploder trophy is very easy. I get it with a few grenade kills thanks to the grenade mod I have. Next up, I collect a couple of shock weapons to complete my slow transformation into Pikachu. Remember, I also have the Radiance talents from my skill tree, which delivers shock damage to enemies when I phase walk near them. We enter Sledge's safe house, which rewards me with a trophy for discovering the place. This is where I'll find the key to Sledge's mine. He's the first real boss of the main story, since he'll give us a fragment of the key needed to access the vault. But before we can get to Sledge, we have to deal with Mo and Marley. These are 2 legendary skags, and killing them will give us the incendiary artifact. Mo hits me with a big fireball, but I get him back with my shotgun. Marley is tanky, but I just have to kite her electric spit and shoot her in the mouth as much as I can. Oh crap, I'm out of ammo. Okay, up close with a shotgun, let's go. Oops, never mind. She just slammed the ground and wiped out my shields in 1 second. All right, what to do? Oh, I'll use the rocket launcher. Time to turn in and get my reward. Here you can see the usefulness of my phase walk as I easily disengage from a horde of skags. I want nothing to do with them since I'm rolling on 0 ammo. Quick trip to Fyrestone and new artifact, new trophy. On my way out of Fyrestone, I run over some bandits with my car and earn the trophy Get a Little Blood on the Tires for killing 25 enemies this way. We've been grinding side missions for a while, so now it's time to return to the main story of Borderlands and go after the first part of the vault key. We should be plenty strong enough to deal with Sledge's henchmen, so let's head over to his safe house. I'm joined by a level 52 player, which is great because it should make the upcoming fight much easier. I ignore the mobs in the valley like a weeb ignores showers and head straight to the safe house. Here, I kill a few enemies with shock weapons and earn the 1.21 gigawatts trophy.
21 gigawatts!
In the warehouse, I find a damaged claptrap who presumably was being used as target practice by the bandits. I help the poor guy out with a repair kit, and he rewards me with a backpack storage upgrade. 3 new slots so I can stash more weapons. Also, this is the first of many claptraps I need to rescue across different locations to get 42 backpack slots and earn the fully loaded trophy. At the final level of the warehouse, I come across a massive roid rage cycle accompanied by a bunch of midget psychos. The big guy ends up in a casket within 5 seconds thanks to the insanely overleveled partner I've got by my side. We grab the Headstone mine key and drive to, you guessed it, Headstone Mine. Once again, the blue angel lady pops up in my head and tells me that Sledge is about to be a real challenge.
About to face a real challenge in...
Nuh-uh, ma'am, not if this level 52 guy is by my side. I get another trophy for discovering Headstone Mine and make my way inside with my co-op buddy. Time to send that big bully Sledge into an early retirement and steal all his goodies. Here you can see me clearing out the trash from the mines so the good workers of the Arid Badlands can reclaim what's rightfully theirs from the bandits. I find the time to do some quick weapon swapping in the middle of a firefight. Oh look, a badass psycho, and he's dead. Seriously though, these guys are no problem since I've got Mr. Lokomo Uchiha by my side. I even hop on a turret, but it's mostly for style points because honestly my partner's guns do a lot more damage than this thing. After murdering all the bandits in a 1-mile radius, we make it to the upper level of the mine, one step closer to Sledge. Next up is a wave of bruisers and badass psychos, and these guys don't fare any better. We chew through them and move on to the next stage. If you think this whole segment feels like a dungeon from an RPG, you're absolutely correct. That's exactly what places like the Headstone Mine and Skag Gully are supposed to be, dungeons. Remember, Borderlands is an RPG shooter, so it's gonna have a lot of these areas filled with waves of enemies who get increasingly tougher as you progress. The game tests your skills and gives you the opportunity to gain a few levels and upgrade your gear before you go up against the boss. Alright, we finally arrived on the main stage. Time to fight Sledge. The blue angel lady tells me that he's a brute with powerful shields that we need to whittle down before we can damage him. Alright, let's see. And he's dead. Never mind, my partner blew Sledge the bitch before I could even make it into the arena. But hey, that's fine because this is a trophy run and I'm just trying to get through all these tasks as quickly as possible. I also get the United We Stand trophy for beating one of the main bosses with a co-op partner. Nine Toes doesn't count because he's more of a tutorial boss. You get this trophy for beating Sledge, the Rack Hive, Crom, Flint, or the Vault boss, who's the final boss you fight at the end of the game. And yes, we'll get to those guys soon, don't you worry. Right now, I've got in my hands the first piece of the vault key. It's real, and I'm feeling pretty excited because this is the first step of many towards the vault. If you've never played Borderlands, I suggest sticking around to the end because there's a huge surprise awaiting in the vault. Commandant Steele of the Atlas Corporation tells me to turn in the key, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So I ignore her extremely thick Russian accent that reminds me of Xenia Onatop from GoldenEye.
Onatop?
Onatop.
And I get back to the grind. Dr. Zed gives me a class mod for beating Sledge, and this earns me another trophy for equipping a class mod. These passively boost your skills and proficiencies, and they're available once you hit level 18. They're also some of the most expensive loot drops you can get, so be on the lookout for these things. Okay, this is really cool. See my co-op buddy? He just opened a chest, and since he's level 52, the guns inside are all really expensive and high level. Look, just this static shotgun is worth 804,000, and this other shotgun is worth over 500 grand. He does it again, and I get 2 more expensive guns, one of which is worth over $1 million. I can get the Gunrunner trophy for selling 50 guns to the shop, and there it is. Oh, and since these guns were so expensive, I also got the Pandora Dog Millionaire trophy for earning $1 million. Yes, that's a Slumdog Millionaire reference. Thank you, random dude who decided to play co-op with me. You helped me earn a lot of cash. I can't wait to die while playing solo, so I end up feeding half of my $1.5 million to the new use stations. Isn't Pandora wonderful? Sure, there may be man-eating spiders and mutated bandits roaming around, but at least it has a functioning economy. Cool, now that that's done, it's time for more side quests. Hooray! First, I'm gonna clean literal shit off a windmill. A task so difficult, my buddy has to get down from the gunner's position and assist me. Now that I think about it, this actually took more time than killing Sledge. The rack around here must be eating good if they can produce enough waste out of their backside to clog up a building-sized fan. Next, we run into the local bandit camp and mess up their feng shui by stealing all the human skulls they had propped up as decorations. Then I try to find the parts for a combat rifle. There are a few of these quests in Borderlands, and it always turns out the same way for new players. You find the first 3 parts in like 1 minute, and the final one takes half an hour. I've already played through the game, so I know where the last bit is. Jump down, run here, and voila! Let's see what else we can do. Find Bruce McLean. This shouldn't take long, if I can make it past these rocks. Head down into this shed, and there he is. Let's grab his journal and see what was going on. Oh, this dude was a scammer. He was rolling up leaves from random plants and selling them to bandits, claiming they were cigars made out of rare off-world tobacco. He hoped to make enough money this way to marry his fiancée and get off of Pandora. But the bandits caught him and forced him to eat his own product. That's a pretty sad ending. Time to pay these bandits a visit and get Bruce's cigars back from them. Looks like most of them are holed up in here. I meet a couple of bruisers. One of them downs me, but I easily destroy him with my shotgun and get back up. There's box 1 and box 2. Final box should be up here, and there it is. For the next side mission, I need to blow up a pipeline in the Headstone mines where we last went to kill Sledge. This time, I won't have a high level partner, but I've become stronger, so these bandits shouldn't pose any threat. Yep, just as I thought. This level 18 bruiser goes down with just 2 blasts from my shotgun. Hey, stop shooting at me, guys. Can you just let me destroy your stuff in peace? That a-hole on the turret got me, but I grabbed a second win by blowing up a midget psycho. Time for payback. Stop turning! Alright, give me that turret. You know what? Never mind. My shotgun does more damage anyway. I placed the remaining fuses, and now we're ready to blow up this pipeline. There's the detonator, and oh yeah, look at those explosions, baby. The Lost Cave is up next. Here, we'll grab some shot crystals for the next side mission, and find a damaged claptrap who will give us 3 new backpack slots. We've got some giant purple lobsters over here, so let's roast them real quick with a rocket launcher. They even have skags in here. Talk about a diverse ecosystem. Do the skags eat the bugs, or is it the other way around? Because those are some giant bugs I fought earlier. I find a shot crystal and decide to farm it with a rocket launcher. Yep, that was a terrible idea. Quick, I need someone to kill. Yes, you, get over here. Shoo, that was close. More skags. Check out this cool grenade toss into a second wind. Where are they getting all these alphas? How many alphas can there be in one group? All right, back to farming shot crystals. Now we're in the second section of the cave that's filled with bandits. I make short work of these guys and keep collecting the shiny blue rocks. Look, there's a claptrap. Let's find him a repair kit. It's parked right next to a bandit camp, so let's clear them out. And there it is, hidden inside a pipe. On my way back, I encounter more alpha skags. Always hit them in the butt for maximum damage. You can also wait for them to be all dramatic and open their mouths nice and wide for some easy critical hits. All right, let's turn in that repair kit. So, are you gonna reveal a weapons chest, or are you just gonna spin around in circles? Wait, he's up in the shed. Well, never mind, I'll just take my backpack slots and get out of here. Back in Fyrestone, I turn in my quest at the bounty board and get level 20. This earns me the expert trophy. I also earned the Maiden Fyrestone trophy for completing all missions in the Arid Badlands. That grind took a while, but it was worth it in the end. Earning this trophy felt so satisfying. Progress is going well, and we're gonna get that platinum soon. With all the missions done in Fyrestone, it's time to head out of town and progress the main storyline. Dahl Headland, here I come. The Dahl Headland is home to a really special boss. He's completely optional, but I'm gonna beat him because I need the trophy. But before that, let's kill some bandits and free Lucky. Apparently he's an a-hole who did some bad things to Scooter's mom, but we need him because he's really familiar with this part of Pandora. This bandit camp is a little tough, but I make it through. A badass bruiser comes out with a rocket launcher, but a few grenades later he goes down as well. And there's Lucky. He's just some guy in a toilet. By the way, he's always on this toilet, no matter when you visit him. Does he have digestive problems? Or maybe it's a really comfortable toilet. Who knows? I'm just here to get some quests. Now that Lucky's safe, it's time to deal with Skagzilla. He's the biggest, meanest skag in all of Pandora, and we'll draw him out of his cave with some special bait. Even his roars are immensely powerful, and I can feel the ground shaking underneath my feet. I have to be careful and play evasive. He has a powerful swipe that will remove my shields with just one hit. If you're far away, he'll charge at you. If you get too close, he'll slam the ground and send a shockwave at you. Basically, he's a threat at any range. But I'm playing Lilith, so my phase walk will give me the mobility I need to beat this guy. Or not, because holy shit, he's strong. All right, time to reset and come up with a new plan. This time, I'll make him use his laser breath and shotgun him in the mouth for some big crits. Oh yeah, that works really well. And down he goes. Borderlands has a fast travel system, and we're going to initialize it by throwing some breakers and hitting the master control switch. There's some bandits in the facility, but I finished them off quite easily. That's all the important stuff done. Now it's time to grind some side missions in the Dahl Headland. First, we're gonna kill some Scythids. Scythids? I don't know. The weakest and most forgettable enemy in Borderlands. Seriously, what even are these things? The small ones are like flood spores from Halo, and the big ones are just bullet sponges. These bugs are like spider ants, but worse in every single way. For my next trick, I'm going to strike 2 birds with 1 stone. Or in this case, 2 trophies at the same time. The Ludicrous Speedway is a racetrack that spawns Scythids, and you also get a trophy for making it around the track in 31 seconds. Like that, there's the Speed McSpeederton trophy. Now, let's kill some more bugs to get the second trophy. And would you look at that? I get the Face Melter trophy for killing 25 enemies with corrosive weapons. Can't you guys just spawn at the same time so I can finish this mission fast? Fire and corrosive weapons turn these bugs into an absolute joke. Even the badass Scythids go down in no time. And that's it. Mission complete, 50 bugs killed. Let's finish off the remaining side missions in this area. First, we need to blow up the field tanks in a gas station that's been infested by bugs. There's tank 1. On my way to tank 2, I come across some patrols set by Mad Mel. These a-holes blow up my ride, so I go on a quest for vengeance. And it's also a side mission. You need to blow up 8 of Mad Mel's patrols before you unlock his boss fight. There's the last of them. Oh hell no, he ran me over! Since I've already destroyed 8 patrols and completed the side mission, I'll let him go for now, because I need to get those field tanks first. The fight for tank 2 is quite brief. Time to get tank number 3 now. On my way, I come across the location for another side mission that involves finding all the parts for a revolver. And oh, would you look at that? It's the same a-hole who killed me earlier. You're not getting away this time, pal. Okay, now let's piece together that revolver. I can also see a leaking valve, which is part of yet another side mission. We're about to do multiple missions at the same time, so hang tight. And remember what I said about the last piece always taking the longest in these weapon side missions? Yep, that's what happened to me here. I was even right on top of it, see? It's hidden away in that car wreck, but I couldn't see it. After what seemed like an eternity, I finally got the last revolver part. Time to get that last fuel tank. On my way, I also finished the valve quest by turning the third and final valve. I clear out some bandits, and there's the last fuel tank. Job well done. For this next quest, I head underground in search of an elemental artifact. We've already equipped an artifact. It was given to us earlier as a reward for killing Mo and Marley. Time to grab another one. This new artifact will be of a higher level than the one I already have, and is going to make my phase walk a lot stronger. Check it out, our first encounter with the space ninja aliens. These guys teleport like they're straight out of an anime. Hey buddy, can you stop with the Naruto run for like half a second? He isn't listening, but my shotgun doesn't care. And there goes another one. Even space ninja aliens aren't immune to the effects of a well-placed shot from a 12 gauge. And there's our new artifact. This one applies an explosive effect to my phase walk. Pretty cool. With all the side quests done, it's time to go beat Mad Mel. He's going crazy in this arena, running all over the place shooting rockets. But once again, my shotgun solves everything. I ignore the psychos and focus on Mad Mel's truck. And there it goes, turned into a giant fireball. I talk to the claptrap and head over to the next area, New Haven. We're introduced to a British lady with a scarred face called Helena Pierce, and an archaeologist by the name of Patricia Tannis. Helena asked me to flip some switches around New Haven, because I guess all the townsfolk are too busy? Standing around doing nothing? Come on, the first switch is literally 5 feet away from Scooter. You're telling me he's too lazy to get up and turn on the generator for his own garage? I turn on all the generators, and I also repair a damaged claptrap who gives me new backpack slots. You know the drill by now. We've arrived in a new area, so it's time to grind all the side missions before we progress the main story and move to the next place. First, I fight an entire bandit camp and a turret to collect some car parts for Scooter. Then I run into some spider ants. These guys can be extremely tough if you try to take them head on. They are very well armored on the front, so you have to aim for the softer abdomen in the back. You can also use corrosive weapons to chew through their armor. After dealing with the spider ants, I unclog some sewage pipes. Aren't the side quests in this game fun? First, they have me clean shit off of a windmill. Now I'm unclogging giant sewage pipes. Next thing you know, I'll be running food delivery. Oh wait, I already did that for TK Baja back in Fyrestone. Never mind. After picking up the invoice for a weapons sale, I run around collecting audio logs from Patricia Tannis. These logs talk about her experience as an employee of the Dahl Corporation and the things she saw on Pandora before all the mining and research companies packed up and left. I also go on a hunt for some SMG parts. After that, I head to the Tetanus Warren where I shall dethrone King Wee Wee. Yes, that's his name, King Wee Wee. He's a midget psycho boss, and a generous person is offering me a lot of money to take this guy down. Tetanus Warren also contains shot crystals and the 4th claptrap for us to rescue. By rescuing all damaged claptraps, we'll get the fully loaded trophy and a total of 42 backpack slots. There he is. Now let's find the repair kit. Some bandits arrived just in time to give me a level up. I'm also collecting any corrosive crystals I can find for a different side mission. And there you have it, 50 out of 50 crystals collected. Let's go. The repair kit should be up here somewhere. Found it. Now let's go get our backpack slots from that claptrap. Yep, the little fella is fine now. Now where's that midget king? Yep, there he is. Bum rushing me like that? Not a good idea, your highness. Just as you'd expect, he goes down. I didn't even have to break a sweat. I dropped my Fyrestone real quick to check on TK Baja, and oh, looks like someone got to him before me. Then I summon Mothrak, the largest rack on Pandora, by lighting up 3 torches. I've already killed Skagzilla, so Mothrak shouldn't be an issue. She drops some fireballs on me, but my machine gun shoots her out of the sky real fast. Back in New Haven, I turn in my missions to get the Paid in New Haven trophy. Now let's go blow up some ammo dumps for Marcus, the weapons dealer. He's also the guy that brought us in on the bus at the start of the game. Marcus has received news that a rival gun dealer by the name of One-Eyed Jack has been hoarding a bunch of ammo in his warehouse. With supply outstripping demand, prices begin to fall, and we can't let that happen. So it's time for a little market correction. And by market correction, I mean blowing up this warehouse into the next galaxy. But before I do, I'll happily loot of anything worth taking. Come on guys, stop shooting at me. I'm just trying to do business here. Just one more ammo cache left and time to turn in. But first, let's meet the sociopathic archaeologist. She might be the only person on Pandora more obsessed with the vault than me. I meet Tannis and hand over the vault key fragment. She then asks me to clear out a path for some dude called Crazy Earl, who has another piece of the vault key, along with most of her underwear. Yeah, this dude's a real piece of work, and you're about to see soon. Earl lives all by himself in a shed in the middle of a scrapyard, and he doesn't even have the key fragment. It was stolen by some guy called Crom. At least I got a trophy for discovering his scrapyard. But before Earl told me about his stolen key, he made me run a bunch of errands for him. Blowing up some bandits because they stole his explosives, killing spider ants, finding beer. Yup, I went on a beer run for Crazy Earl. No, it wasn't fun. I had to kill a whole bandit camp and steal their beer for this drunk jackass. There is a silver lining to this charade because I got another trophy for standing on a docked boat in Treacher's Landing during my beer mission. After getting Crazy Earl his beer, I head to Crom's Canyon where I'll find the second piece of the vault key. There will also be a damaged claptrap I can repair to get more backpack slots. On my way, I do a few more side missions for Helena Pierce. We need to complete all New Haven missions to get the Made in New Haven trophy. And there it is, Crom's Canyon, and the trophy for discovering it. This canyon has a little fork in the middle. We'll head into the right side to find our damaged claptrap and farm some XP. This is also where we can collect cans of skag meat for Crazy Earl. Is skag meat a delicacy on Pandora, or is it their equivalent of dog food? I don't know, maybe Earl's tastes are just a little less refined than the rest of Pandora's population. After going through an entree of spider ants, I make it to the main course, which consists of several psychos and bruisers. We also have some badass raiders mixed in, so this is going to be a tough fight, and I'm really low on health. But that second win saves the day once again. There's our claptrap, now let's find the repair kit. I run into a whole wave of psychos, but somehow make it out with a sliver of health. There's the repair kit, time to turn it in and get my backpack slots. Now for those remaining cans of skag meat. Some more bandits in the way, and there we go. All clear. Where's the last can? Oh, found it. Okay, time to finish the boss. I'm coming for you, Crom. I clear out all his henchmen and make it into Crom's lair. I like him already. He can't be all that bad. But I still have to kill him because he has a fragment of the vault key. What a bummer. We could have been friends, talked about the many ways of using claptrap as target practice. Oh well, this fight is pretty simple. I just have to cut through his henchmen and reach Crom, who's camped up on top of this turret. All right, I've made it. Time to range some grenades on these fools. I flank Crom with phase walk and blow up his little toy, and Crom dies with it. This earns me a trophy, and I also get the second piece of the vault key to progress the main story. Before moving into the final act, I need to finish some more side missions in New Haven. For one of these missions, I had to go back into Crom's Canyon and kill a bandit by the name of Reaver. He wasn't too tough. Then I did another ammo destruction quest in which I invade a bandit camp and blow up all their ammo caches. Whoever this one-eyed Jack is, I bet he really doesn't like me now. And it turns out I was right. Helena Pierce gives me a mission to assassinate One-Eyed Jack before he decides to take out his frustration on the citizens of New Haven, so I pay him a visit. His thugs are slightly annoying, but they pose no real threat. One-Eyed Jack goes down, and I bring back his eye as proof of my work. I run around some more, activate a couple of beacons, and meet some guy in the middle of a sewage dump. Then I shut off a water pump to fix a weed problem for one of the local New Haven residents I met earlier. Guess I'm a plumber now. Then I head off to find some fuses for a bounty board in the middle of nowhere, so more suckers can do fetch quests for the residents of New Haven. So far in Borderlands, I've been a sewage worker, plumber, electrician, and delivery driver. I wonder what new and exciting jobs lie ahead in my journey to find the vault. My next side mission takes me to Old Haven, where I fight the Crimson Lance for the first time. These guys are a well-renowned mercenary company, and they have some pretty serious gear. The engineers can even set up Scorpio turrets, similar to Roland's special ability, and they have shield troopers, who are a pain in the ass to deal with if you don't have corrosive weapons. I'm here to shut down some smoke signals, so let's go ahead and do that. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Lance seems to have killed every single bandit in Old Haven. I find one of them taking his final breath, and he hands me a key to a strongbox just before dying. He would rather give the loot to me than the Crimson Lance. There's 2 more keys I need to find. Both of them are with his brothers, who I'm guessing are also dead or close to dying. Yep, this guy's dead, but he's got the second key. And there's the third, also dead. As you can see, the Crimson Lance is absolutely merciless. They slaughtered every single bandit in Old Haven. Now, I get to take their treasure. And there's a secret map. X marks the spot, let's go. The stash is in the Dahl Headland, near the place we ran into Mad Mel's patrols. Let's see what's inside. A weapons chest. Oh, it's got 2 amazing guns inside. I can't use them right now, but these are actually 2 excellent SMGs. Next up, I meet Tyler, Chuck Durden, who operates a fight club. I mean Circle of Slaughter in the Badlands. I make it to the final round in the circle and reach level 30, earning me the hardcore trophy. I also completed the Circle of Slaughter side mission. Nobody will ever know about this because rule number 1 of Fight Club says you do not talk about Fight Club. After beating the Fight Club, I find some parts for a shotgun and go bug hunting for my next side mission. Whoa, that's a massive spider ant. I kill the big fella and head out to grab some more journal entries. Then I head over to a bandit altar so I can burn their scriptures and end their new religion that was created like 5 days ago. Sorry boys, we can't have heresy on the holy planet of Pandora. Cannibalism, murder, and theft are completely fine though. After burning their scripture, I pay the bandits a visit and steal their religious pamphlets. They'll never advertise their religion again. Wait a minute, there's actually something interesting in these pamphlets. Turns out these bandits have been worshipping a monster called Slither, treating it as some kind of god. I need to find this creature and put an end to it. Here I am in Slither's lair. Is he some kind of alien dragon? Perhaps a giant snake? Oh, he's just a cockroach. These dudes were worshipping a cockroach, and it's not some giant building-sized roach god either. Instead, it's built like one of Fallout's rad roaches. Yeah, I guess the standards have fallen low around these parts. All right, time to progress the main story by talking to Taylor Cobb. But before that, I head to Earl's scrapyard and free the 6 damaged claptrap for another boost to my inventory size. Then I meet the dirty schemer Taylor Cobb, who instructs me to kill his brother Janus, just so he can become the new ruler of a nearby town. I head back to New Haven and report the news of Janus's demise, but something's wrong. Taylor isn't the benevolent alternative to Janus that people were hoping for. Instead, he's a complete tyrant. So now, I head back to kill him as well, because that's what my character does best, meeting new people and then killing them in brutal and horrifying ways. I've only met 2 kinds of people in this game, those who get killed and those who tell me to kill people. Talk about a harsh work environment. After killing Taylor, I talk to his punk Claptrap, who doesn't seem to like me very much. Feelings mutual, pal. He then opens up the path to Trash Coast, which contains my next challenge, and I get a trophy for discovering this place. Trash Coast is home to a giant creature called the Rat Hive. It looks like an elephant without the trunk, has 4 eyes, and spawns rat from its back. This creature is really easy to kill. You just shoot out the eyes and keep spamming bullets at it until the health bar goes down. This is one of the most basic boss fights in the entire game, and the real difficult part is defending yourself from the rat it constantly spawns. But I'm 3 levels above the Rat Hive and have a powerful SMG, so it goes down like a sack of potatoes. I get a trophy for destroying this boss, and it's time to move on to the next part, which contains the 3rd piece of the vault key. Let's see if it's in this cave here. Shoot down these rack, and there's the chest. I return to Tanis with a 3rd fragment, and she tells me that a man named Baron Flint has the final piece of the puzzle. He lives on top of a giant digging machine in the salt flats, and the only way to access that place is through Old Haven. So let's head back there now and kill some more Crimson Lance troopers. By rushing in without paying attention to my flanks, I get killed. These Crimson troopers are packed in here like sardines. There's one on every corner, and they have turrets. Let's not waste any time and get that claptrap down here. Come on, little guy, hurry up. I'm taking fire over here. Pop goes the turret, and here's our damaged claptrap. Let's get him a repair kit. I'm gonna run past half of these stormtroopers because I just don't want to waste my time fighting all of them. I already have the levels I need. On second thought, why the hell not? Let's kill these fuckers. They're being really annoying. There's the repair kit. Let's get it back to the claptrap, and yes, more backpack slots. Time to get the final piece of the key from Flint. But first, I need to kill a few of his thugs to make him open the gate. All right, gate's open. Let's go in and clear out the trash. Inside, I find a damaged claptrap. This one's number 9. I repair him and get even more backpack slots. You can never have enough in a game like Borderlands. With all that done, let's take the elevator and see what this Baron Flint looks like. From his voice on the messages, it seems like he's one of those passive-aggressive tough guys you meet on the internet. Except he has actual power and commands a bunch of murderous psychopaths. That's him. Doesn't seem like a fighter to me, more like a mafia boss who gets others to do his bidding. And that's exactly how this fight goes for the most part. Flint is just going to take pot shots with his shotgun from the top level while you fight waves of his goons. First wave, just some regular bandits and psychos, nothing fancy. Second wave has badass psychos and midgets. Bells are ringing for stage 3, and here they come. Hans and Franz. Not the ones from SNL. These are heavily roided psychos wielding comically large weaponry. One of them has a sword the size of a man, and the other has a minigun. Okay, the path to Flint is clear. Let's get his ass. Just trying to maintain my distance, his shotgun is extremely ineffective at anything that isn't melee range. And down he goes, giving me a trophy. Let's grab the final piece of the vault key. Wait, what? There's nothing in here. It was all a lie from the moment Tanis sent me after Flint. There is no 4th piece. The key only has 3 pieces. Tanis was collaborating with Commandant Steele. But why? I guess we need to ask her personally. Angel figures they're about to open the vault, but she's extremely concerned that they'll find something horrifying inside. What could it be? Now I'm really curious. Steele has kidnapped Tanis and shut down the Echo network, which is the sole means of long-distance communication on Pandora. She's threatening to shut down the commerce network too if I don't stop. Guess it's time for me to save the day once again. First, we need to find Tanis and restart the Echo network. I've arrived at this underground facility that seems to be the Crimson Lance HQ. To greet me, they send 3 of their best, the Crimson Lance Royal Guard. The commander is armed with an Iridian cannon, but it's worthless beyond melee range because you can literally walk out of the line of fire. I take out the sidekicks and go for Master McCloud, sidestepping his shots and getting in some easy crits to the head. Oh yeah, he's done. In the next corridor, I run into a turret that has laid waste to a whole group of claptraps. I take it out and find one survivor. This is the 10th and final damaged claptrap that you can rescue in the base game. I find him a repair kit and earn the fully loaded trophy for having 42 inventory slots. I find Tannis deeper inside the facility, and she tells me that it was Steele who sent me after Flint. Tannis merely went along with the idea because she was interested in the vault and thought I would enjoy the mission. Because I guess I just run around shooting stuff and killing people? Even the NPCs in this game think I'm some kind of brainless maniac. The first thing I need to do is restart the Echo network, so communications are restored on Pandora. Right now, it's fallen into chaos with bandits raiding every settlement within reach and civilians fighting amongst each other. To restart the Echo network, I need to get all 3 transmission towers. On my way out, I run into a whole squad of badass engineers. 5 grenades later, they're nearly dead. There's the last guy just chilling by my side. Let's put him to sleep. Outside, I get a trophy for discovering the Crimson Lance Enclave. Looks like our boys are busy with some of those alien guardians that I met earlier while recovering the artifact. I could let them kill each other, but where's the fun in that? So I start firing at both parties. Each transmitter outpost has the same layout, with 3 or 4 guards on the outside, a couple on the roof, and a turret. I make my way through them, turning on the transmitters one by one to reactivate the Echo network. With all 3 activated, I return to the base and flip a switch on the central console, turning the Echo network back on. And with that final act of goodwill, all the residents of New Haven are extremely grateful to me. I cleared out their sewage lines, fixed their plumbing, and brought electricity to the city. Now I've restored their phone lines. And as a reward, I received the Made in New Haven trophy. Now let's go find Steele. All the work I've done until now has brought me to this point. I'm mere minutes away from unraveling the contents of this mythical vault. This is it. There's only a handful of enemies between me and my prize. I need to hurry up and get there before Steele does something stupid. The vault is underneath this mountain on the other side. On my way there, I fight a bunch of teleporting ninja aliens. Some of Steele's men are also engaged in fights with these aliens, so I decide to help them out by shooting them in the back. I get a trophy for discovering the Iridian Promontory. This is the final level, and it houses the vault. Steele should be at the end of this road. This badass guardian is quite tough, but once you remove his shields, he goes down pretty fast. That's why shock weapons are so good against the alien guardians. They have tough shields, but once you pop them, their health pool disappears in the blink of an eye. Arc guardians can be really annoying. They have the most awkward hitboxes, so it feels like you're shooting at a ghost. And they're constantly tossing artillery at you from halfway across the map. I have to keep running in and out of cover. Wait for my shields to go down, take cover, poke him with a few shots, repeat. Once his shields are down, I go in for the killing blow. This other Arc Guardian goes down quite easily because his shields were already low. Fighting these aliens isn't satisfying, mainly because of their wonky hitboxes and ninja teleports. These guys have heads the size of peanuts, and they move like a jackrabbit on meth. But with enough bullets, you can solve any problem. And so I gradually get closer and closer to the vault. Here we go. I'm finally in front of the vault gate. Let me just kill this last wave of guardians, and done. Time to go in and see if the hype was worth it. Looks like Steele is about to insert the key. I'm too late, and she just got skewered by a giant tentacle monster. So this is what the vault was hiding. I'll just have to send it back into its cage for another 200 years of hibernation. The Vault Destroyer is simple as long as you avoid its missile attacks. Just blow up those purple orbs on its arms and keep shooting at the giant eye in the middle until it goes down. There's some conveniently placed stone columns you can hide behind, and you just keep shooting at it like this. Damn, this thing's a bullet sponge, so it's gonna take a while. I'm 3 levels above it, and it's still tanking through hundreds of SMG shots with ease. Gotta watch out for that beam attack. Just hide behind cover and keep poking at it until it goes down. Just like that. I get a trophy for destroying the destroyer. Hell yeah. The final story boss has been defeated. Angel guided me through the whole process because she believed I was the only one capable of beating the vault monster. Her true form is held inside a space station above Pandora, and her job is to make sure the monster doesn't escape from its cage. Also, for some reason, Claptrap gets hit by a lightning bolt and turns evil? Guys, we finished the main story, but our journey to get the platinum trophy is far from over. We still have a lot to do. I jump into a second playthrough to complete some of the trophies that I missed, like 12 days in Pandora, which requires you to get a certain number of kills with every type of weapon in the game. I needed 2 more sniper kills, and I got them by taking out the bandits who shot Claptrap at the start of the game. Oh yeah, there's the trophy. For my next trophy, I'll need to party up with at least 2 other people in it. This is gonna be a lot easier if you have friends. I join a lobby with 3 of my boys, and there's the trophy. Since we've got the whole gang together, might as well get the dueling trophy. All I have to do is melee my partner, and we get into a duel. He gives me the W, and I earn the Duelicious trophy. I return the favor shortly afterward. Personally, the toughest part of this platinum trophy is getting to level 50. It involves a lot, and I mean a lot of grinding. Right now, I'm at 37 on my second playthrough. I'll get a trophy for hitting level 40, so let's do those missions. I'll head straight into Skag Gully to kill Ninetoes. Then I do some more missions for TK Baja and go for Bonehead. The thing with Borderlands and most RPGs is the higher level you get, the tougher it becomes to climb. Level 37 to 38 takes about the same time as going from level 1 to 10. I'm in Sledge's warehouse, and I've only gone up one level since I started my second playthrough. Here I've killed Sledge, done a bunch of side missions, and I'm still only halfway through 39. I'm not gonna bore you with a repeat of the grind from my first playthrough, so let's just speedrun our way through the important milestones. I go back to the Headstone mine for the pipeline quest, and this is when I hit level 40 and get my trophy. You know the devs of this game fully understood what they were putting you through, because the trophy for hitting level 40 is called Sleepless. That's breaking the fourth wall right there. But we aren't done. There are still 10 more levels to grind. And I hope I have the energy to get through this. Okay, let's skip ahead to the Rat Hive. I'm now level 46 and need just 4 more. Come on, you could do this. This time, he's called the Awesome Rat Hive, but it makes no difference. He's still a boring bullet sponge. Yep, got 1 level for beating this giant. Just 3 more now. We're almost there. I finally hit level 50 near the end of my second playthrough in the Descent. And there's my reward for all this effort, the Champion Trophy. Let's go! According to PSN profiles, only 25% of accounts have this trophy, classifying it as uncommon. Small wonder, since you have to spend at least 60 hours in Borderlands to hit level 50, and most of it is just side missions. We've almost got the Platinum Trophy. I could smell it. Now, I just need to get the Arena Trophy in Fyrestone. Once again, this will be a lot easier if you've got a friend who owns Borderlands. But there is a way to cheat the system by using a second controller and split screen. Just have player 2 be significantly lower level than you, ideally level 1, and kill him 3 times. That's how I got my trophy. Check it out. By the way, the name of this trophy is a reference to the movie Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Just 3 trophies left to get the platinum. All I have to do now is get 15 kills on the remaining 3 characters using their action skills. Let's start with a soldier. I hit level 5 in Skag Gully and drop my Scorpio turret in front of some Skag. It demolishes 5 or 6 enemies right in front of me. Just need to do this a few more times and we're good. As soon as it comes off cooldown, I find a new den of Skags and plop my turret down. I even run in front of it to bait the Skags into its firing cone. I finally earned the down in front trophy just outside the entrance to Skag Gully. Now I need to do the exact same thing using Mordecai's Bloodwing. The cooldown on Bloodwing is much faster than the Scorpio turret, so it won't take very long. I just face tank these level 1 thugs and send my pet bird in to rip them apart. Just need to get 1 more kill, boy, go get him. And there's the trophy. For my final trophy, I choose Brit. I join a co-op match to farm level 5 as fast as possible. Then I mow down the raiders in Fyrestone with my Berserk ability. Just need 4 more kills. And there it is! Borderlands Defender! Let's go, baby, I did it! I got the Platinum Trophy for Borderlands!